Hey everybody, I'm Gardner, the Linux Gamer. So as you can see, I haven't done this in a while, my set's kind of falling apart, so let me fix that really quick. Yeah, okay, it's better now. Yeah, it's been a long time since I've done one of these videos. But let's get into it. I've been following E3 this year, and it's been kind of lackluster. Besides the fact that I don't care about the nerfed PCs that are the Xbox and the PlayStation, and that I don't really care about owning a Switch, there haven't been that many titles that have grabbed my attention, except for the ones on this list. And when you think of E3, you don't generally think of Linux games. At least I don't. So I was wondering, what Linux games were there this year at E3? You shouldn't be surprised to learn that there are some titles that have Linux support in the pipeline. Still others have previous entries in the series on Linux already, so I figured I'd go over a few of the highlights from this year's E3. So here are the games with promised support. Micro Machines World Series. Micro Machines World Series is set for release on Linux and Mac June 23rd. I'm pretty excited to try this game, especially since we don't have that many arcade racers on the platform. Tacoma. Now, this shouldn't be a surprise to you. I am still positively hyped for Tacoma. It's been on my radar for quite a while, and being a fan of the oft-maligned walking simulator genre, the sci-fi take on these modern adventure games has me quite excited to explore the environments and absorb the story of Tacoma. If you're a fan of horror games, and I'm not, and you're a fan of science fiction, which I am, then this game, Observer, might be right up your alley. I'll probably steer clear of this one simply because I'm so easily scared. Tropico 6. The latest entry in the strategy/simulation game of running a banana republic is back. I've never played a Tropico game, but I'll have to pick this one up for sure. Insurgency Sandstorm. This Unreal Engine 4 based shooter is the sequel of Insurgency, which also has Linux support. I know a few people who are quite excited for this one. What about you, Jake JW93? Kingdoms and Castles. A strategy city builder with a blocky look that appeals to my sensibilities. This one's coming out in late June, and I'll be sure to cover this title. Moonlighter. Whoa, I hadn't heard anything about this game at all, and I'm totally intrigued. It's a roguelike with an in-game economy that seems infinitely playable. I want to thank @HardPenguin13 on Twitter for bringing the last 4 of these games to my attention. Surviving Mars. Yet again, Paradox Interactive proves their commitment to Linux gaming with Surviving Mars. It's not just that I've been a fan of Paradox's other Linux titles like Stellaris or City Skylines. This base-building survival simulator has me excited to try my hand at doing exactly as the name of the game suggests, Surviving Mars. The Last Night. This game has a sort of Blade Runner vibe with 2D pixel sprites and a garishly lit 3D environment. It looks fabulous. Billed as a cinematic platformer with the heart of a sci-fi thriller, you can consider me all in for this one. Battletech. Here's a turn-based strategy game featuring battle mechs. It kind of feels like Tiberian Sun the way some of these mechs move, so I'll give this one a try for sure. The games that I just listed are more than likely coming to Linux. Their support is listed either on the Steam page or on Twitter or something. What follows now are games that don't necessarily have confirmed support, but these are definitely games to look out for. Griftlands by Klei. Klei is known for their continued and almost unanimous Linux support. So I'll start off this list with Griftlands. It looks really awesome. Middle-earth Shadow of War. By far the badassery in Shadow of Mordor is one of the most enjoyable fantasy experiences you can have on Linux. The trailers and gameplay I've seen of Shadow of War have me hoping the team over at Feral will once again bring the world of Middle-earth to the world of open source. I don't know why I said that. Life is Strange Before the Storm. Speaking of Feral, they did a great job bringing Square Enix's story-heavy adventure title to Linux. Personally, I found the story to be a bit purple, but it was fun and I'd enjoy revisiting these characters again. Metro Exodus. Both of the other Metro games in the series have Linux support, so here's to hoping Metro Exodus will bring this follow-up to our favorite platform, huh? Frostpunk. This is the second game by developer 11-Bit Studios to be featured on this list. While they said they're only focusing on the Windows version of the game currently, they brought this War of Mine to Linux, and their other game is also supposed to have Linux support. Damn, there's a lot of strategy and simulator games on this list, huh? I'm okay with that, but what do you think? Do you want to see more action games on Linux? Did I miss a title that was confirmed? Let me know down in the comments or on Twitter @TheLinuxGamer. You can also support this channel with a monthly contribution over on Patreon, or you can mash that subscribe button. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you share it with your friends, and as always, thank you so much for watching.